relationship?
Yeah.
No.
Oh. Okay, well,
You say yeah, you say no.
We are not in a relationship. No.
Okay, I guess we're not.
This is like the symmetry of the century.
Miscommunication here.
No. Perfect communication. He's actually just an acquaintance. I only recently met him 2 weeks ago.
You know what? I don't know. Maybe she's the one that's playing him too. But he's pretty dumb himself.
It's love at first sight, but she's shy. She needs time to build into it. That's what I think.
No, I don't.
Why does the friend zone exist?
For losers who are meant to be there.
Would you say he's in the friend zone?
Yes, I do have a boyfriend.
This woman is ruthless to say all this and do all this in front of the camera, right in front of him. She literally does not give a fuck about this guy whatsoever.
Oh, you do have a
Yes,
boyfriend.
not him.
Just because there's a goalie doesn't mean you can't score, right?
Okay, what? That's the symmetry right there. Just because there's a goalie, it means get the fuck out of here. She's with someone. Find someone else, motherfucker. This is for women and men. Stop fucking taking other people's partners.
What in the world is she even saying here? She's just digging herself into a deeper hole every word she speaks.
Flying colors, Chris.
Have you ever wondered how far someone can go to embarrass their so-called partner on camera? This is a tale of supposed love, miscommunication, and an epic level of cringe that will have you questioning the very nature of relationships. Imagine being asked a simple question: are you two in a relationship? And your worlds collide right there. That's exactly what happened to this young couple, or at least what one of them thought was a couple. The guy, full of hope and affection, says yes. But the woman, in a twist that would make M. Night Shyamalan proud, says no. An answer that not only left our man in the hot seat but also raised some serious questions about their communication skills. And just when you think it can't get worse, it does. The woman doesn't stop at just denying their relationship. Oh no, she goes on to suggest that the guy is in the friend zone, a place she charmingly describes as a haven for losers. Adding insult to injury, she mentions her other boyfriend, rubbing salt into the already gaping wound of the man standing next to her. Now you might expect the guy to take a stand, to declare that their relationship, whatever it may have been, is over. But no, he decides to continue his pursuit, claiming that just because there's a goalie doesn't mean you can't score. This, my friends, is where we enter the realm of the baffling, the bewildering, the outright cringe-worthy. This story has all the elements of a reality TV show, but it's not. It's real life. And it's as awkward as it gets. Now, let's dive into the cringe-worthy details of their interaction. Imagine being asked about your relationship status and getting two completely different answers. Yes, that's exactly what happened here. This woman and her so-called boyfriend were asked a simple question: are you guys in a relationship? A question which, by all means, should have a straightforward answer, but the response, oh boy, it was far from ordinary. The guy, without missing a beat, says yes. His affirmation, steady and sure, paints a picture of a man who is confident about where he stands in the relationship. But wait for it. The woman's response throws a wrench into the works. She says no. Her utterance, crisp and clear, is like a slap in the face. It was as if she dropped a bombshell right there, leaving everyone, especially her boyfriend, shell-shocked. The contrast in their answers could not have been more stark. It's like they're on two different wavelengths, living in two different realities, one where they're in a relationship and another where they're not. Their communication, or rather the lack of it, is glaringly apparent. It's a classic case of he said, she said, but with a twist. The guy must have been left dumbfounded. There's no incentive for him to pretend to be in a relationship with her, right? So why the discrepancy? Why the miscommunication? It's a mystery that's as baffling as it is amusing. But here's the kicker. The woman, with her no-holds-barred attitude, doesn't stop there. She goes on to put the guy in a spot so tight it's almost cringeworthy. Just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, hold on to your seats. Because it does. The friend zone, a term dreaded by many, is about to be used in the most brutal way. In a twist of events, Our Lady of the Hour audaciously friend-zones her supposed boyfriend right on camera. For many, this would be a nightmare. But for her, it seems like just another Tuesday. Her audacity doesn't stop there. She proceeds to talk about the friend zone as if it's a holding pen for losers. As if that wasn't callous enough, she then goes on to insinuate that her current companion, the supposed boyfriend, is living in this so-called loser's paradise. Imagine being on the receiving end of such a harsh declaration. It's like a punch to the gut, a slap to the face, and a kick to the shin all at once. But wait, there's more. She isn't done twisting the knife just yet. In a move that would make even the most hardened reality TV villains cringe, she mentions her other boyfriend. Yes, you heard that right. Another boyfriend. As if publicly friend-zoning him wasn't enough, she also felt the need to rub salt into his wounds by mentioning another man. And then, the cherry on top of this cringe sundae, she clarifies not him, referring to the man standing next to her. It's as if she's trying to make it crystal clear that he is not, in any shape or form, her boyfriend. It's a clear declaration that he is indeed firmly planted in the friend zone. It's an astonishingly brutal display of disregard for someone's feelings. She's not just pushing him into the friend zone, she's shoving him in there with a force that's hard to comprehend. It's a spectacle that leaves one wondering how someone could be so cold, so indifferent, and so ruthlessly candid. If you're cringing already, brace yourself for the boyfriend's response. Sometimes people react to embarrassment in ways we can't fathom. Take our protagonist here, for instance. After being publicly humiliated and relegated to the friend zone on camera, his response is nothing short of baffling. Rather than standing up for himself, he opts for the infamous simp route. In a desperate attempt to play it cool, he retorts with a statement that's as cringeworthy as it is pitiful. Just because there's a goalie doesn't mean you can't score, he says, trying to salvage some dignity from the wreckage of his self-esteem. It's a classic line, one that's often used by those who refuse to accept reality and continue to chase after someone who's clearly not interested. But what's more perplexing is his willingness to stick around despite the harsh rejection. He's like a moth drawn to a flame, aware of the impending doom but unable to resist the allure. It's a classic case of simping, where a guy goes above and beyond for a woman who doesn't reciprocate his feelings. What's more, the woman doesn't seem to feel any remorse for her actions. She continues to dig herself deeper into the hole, showing no signs of slowing down. The boyfriend, on the other hand, continues to make excuses for her, further reinforcing his simp status. It's a painfully awkward exchange, one that leaves us cringing and feeling sorry for the guy. But it's also a stark reminder of the importance of self-respect. It's one thing to be kind and generous, but it's another to let someone walk all over you. As we reel from this awkward exchange, let's reflect on what we've just witnessed. The boyfriend's response, his lack of self-respect, and his decision to continue simping for the woman are all lessons in what not to do when faced with rejection. Let's hope he eventually learns to stand up for himself and demand the respect he deserves. So, how far is too far when it comes to embarrassing your partner in public? As we've seen in this video, there's a fine line between playful banter and outright humiliation. This woman didn't just cross that line, she sprinted past it, leaving her supposed boyfriend in the dust. To recap, we started with a simple question. Are you guys in a relationship? The boyfriend said yes, the girlfriend said no. A clear case of miscommunication, right? But as we dug deeper, it became clear that this was not just about faulty signals. The girlfriend went on to label her boyfriend as a loser, banishing him to the dreaded friend zone, and then rubbed salt into the wound by bringing up her other boyfriend. But what's really baffling is the boyfriend's reaction. Instead of standing up for himself, he continued to play along, even after being publicly humiliated. He tried to justify her actions by saying, "Just because there's a goalie doesn't mean you can't score," but what he didn't realize is that he was scoring against himself. This brings us to the importance of respect and communication in a relationship. It's not about scoring points, it's about understanding and supporting each other. If one person is constantly belittling the other, it's not a relationship, it's a power play. And if the other person is always making excuses, it's not love, it's desperation. So let's all take a moment to reflect on our own relationships. Are we treating our partners with the respect they deserve? Are we communicating effectively? And most importantly, are we standing up for ourselves when we are treated poorly? This video is a stark reminder of what not to do in a relationship. Let's learn from it and strive to make our relationships better. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe with bell notifications, and share this video. Stay tuned for more.